One of the most popular enhancement techniques for many photographers is converting their color images to black and white, and in this regard Photoshop Elements has several different approaches that you can use. The simplest and the one that a lot of people use is to go up to Image, down to Mode, then across to Grayscale. Now this removes all the color from the photo, and all you're left with is just a grayscale of the image. Now it's not possible to add color back into the photo now because it's not in an RGB or color mode. If you wanted to do that and to tint the picture, well then you would need to go into Image, Mode, and change it back to RGB color. Notice that no changes now occurred in the grayscale image, but the image is now in an RGB color mode, so it's possible to actually make add some color to this photo. Let's look at an alternative to this approach. So we'll just go back to the color image, Control Z, and this time we'll go into Enhance, and then down to Adjust Color, and then across to Remove Color. Now what this does is it maintains the image in an RGB mode but removes all the color from it. So it's essentially desaturating the photo, and this is the same effect as if we were actually in the hue saturation dialog box. Let's look how that works. So again, back to color, edit, undo, then enhance, adjust color, adjust hue saturation, and if we grab the saturation slider and move it down all the way to -100, then we have the same result that we had with remove color. We're still working with a color image or an image that's in a color mode, but all the color has been removed, so we're just left with the detail to make up a grayscale. But that's not all. Inside Photoshop Elements 5 we actually have a completely new way of converting our images to black and white. The feature, funnily enough, is called, let's have a look, Enhance, Convert to Black and White. New dialog opens up, before and after, and much the same kind of layout as the color variations dialog. Except here we're looking at how we can map our colors through to grays in a conversion to grayscale. We can select a style, and if I click through these, watch the after option or thumbnail up here, and you'll see that there's a range of different ways that you can convert the same color image to black and white, emphasizing some colors in the conversion and de-emphasizing others, providing a range of different techniques, some of them more dramatic than others. Let's go back to portrait, and we might use that one. Once you've selected a style, you can then adjust how that style will work, and you can adjust how colors are actually converted to grey using that style as a base. So if we go down here to the adjustment intensity, we can actually adjust how these thumbnails adjust the mapping to grayscale. So if I want to reduce the appearance of blue within the image, in other words de-emphasize how blue is working within the photo, well then I can do that by clicking on the less blue. I can work the opposite by clicking on more blue, and you can see here how the yellow areas of the image are actually becoming more dominant as I do that. We can change contrast here, also in the convert to black and white. Very powerful tool, one that we can use for converting to black and white and adjusting how colors are actually converted in the process. Only in Photoshop Elements 5, but something worth looking for.